Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and I'm doing your daily dust. And this is for October 2nd, Sunday, October 2nd, if you're watching in real time. If you're not, then this is for any time you stumble upon it. I'm liking doing some Halloweeny, spooky tarot decks, getting in the theme all the way to Halloween. So I hope you enjoy it. Now we're having the Wizard's Tarot, which actually has a lot of witches in it. It's really beautifully drawn, really nice big book, and really cool cards with dragons and other things. And I colored the edges in orange. There we go. So let's give it a good shuffle. I'm all about the pretty art. And your October reading is coming up. I'm a little behind because my mom's birthday, but that will be coming up soon too. And your weekly had to be postponed too. Anyway. All right, one more time. Let's see what we get for the second. Okay, let's take off the top. We have Justice. It's good to start with Justice. And Queen of Cups. Nice. And oh, this is one of my favorite ones. This is the Four of Wands. It's an interesting Four of Wands, but it feels like a time portal. Anyway, and of course, Four of Wands can be the twin flame card. That's what I always call it. So let's zoom in and get a closer look. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Four of Wands. Generally speaking, this is a holiday, a party, a celebration, a gathering, honoring someone or something, successful completion of an endeavor, an award ceremony, some kind of thing that you come together with people you care about to celebrate. And it could be a lot of things in this category. It could be a birthday even. It could also be a wedding or wedding reception or an engagement party, things like that. This card is so unusual though because it's so Wands is fire, right? It represents will, passion, drive, career, projects, goals, and desires and actions. It also symbolically has the four wands usually lined up together, forming a kind of a pergola or some kind of outdoor place, which kind of lined together looks like 1111, and hence the twin flame symbology there. This one is interesting symbology though. It's like we've got this person is on one side. It's like he's reaching for the moment, reaching for that destiny. And you could be either side of that portal. You could be still reaching, or you could be at the other end, at the other side. I feel like this sort of symbolizes to me lovers who are telepathic or who are always on each other's minds, and there is no distance. It's only like just close your eyes and you'll see me there, or open your eyes and there I am. It's just like always there. So let's go backwards. Now with Justice, it just represents a win in your favor. So this could be and it could be like getting married at the Justice of the Peace and then having a reception. But the Justice is a balance, and the good things coming out, the good, whatever you hoped for is going to come out the way you were hoping for it, the way you expected it. It's also about equality, and this is the phrase that I try to spit out and I hardly get out sometimes, but the cause and effect. So a lot of what happens with justice is the things that you do will come back to you, right? It has a little bit of karmic energy in it too, because if you do if you're not kind to other people, then somehow that supposedly that could come back to you. That's how some people think karma works. I think too, like, you can have instant karma within the same day. If you're really nice in the early part of the day, then some kind of reward happens in the later part of the day, and that could be what's happening here. This kind of reaching out, being generous, being kind, and then you get rewarded. But I also, like, I'm really picking up the love energy here. So justice makes me feel like there is a fairness here. There's a balance with somebody. There is a feeling of wanting to move into something more substantial. And the Queen of Cups has that psychic energy. She is the psychic, and you are on her mind, or a person is on your mind. You do have this connection. You are able to read each other from a distance. So I feel like this queen is also extremely creative. She's very nurturing. She's observant. She's very insightful and mature and experienced, emotionally balanced, intuitive, and very reflective. She doesn't do anything just on a whim. Her knowledge comes from a deep source, and it can also come from a higher source of intuition, and guided from spirit guides. And so when she speaks, most of the time, especially the Queen of Cups, there's other levels of, but when you've reached the Queen of Cups, you're at an emotionally mature place where you're speaking from a more spiritual place too. But generally too, because it's cups, you're speaking from a place of love. So that love energy. And this can also represent water signs like Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces too. If you're any of those signs, then that, like, what it means to love deeply, and that's how it comes across. And it's almost like she has this cup, and she's just like adding this cup to all the water that's abundance, and the water represents abundance of love around her. She's very sensitive, so any injustice towards her would make her feel quite melancholy. But it's almost like she doesn't have, it, like, sometimes that a person may feel like they have to balance justice themselves, but in this case, you don't have to do anything. The justice, it's like the universe is taking care of balancing everything out, and you're going to get your connection, and it's coming through. There's this really beautiful manifestation ritual I just did the other day, and it's saying attract your person to you, and it's about like visualizing them as kind of like a small dot, and then see them getting closer and closer and closer, and keep saying the words, come to me, come to me. And I feel like this person is going to appear in your life because of your strong intuitive and manifesting powers. And it's a balance too. It's not like this person feels exactly the same way. It's just they needed that powerful magnetic energy from the Queen of Cups here. All right, so I hope you like that. Faith, Just, and Pixie Dust.
If you care, like, subscribe, and share.